Hey there, Tess Vergara here from OpenHeartMindCoaching.com, and welcome to day 9 of 12 Years of Christmas. So, how was the experience for you yesterday? How was the exercise? Was it too emotional? Was it too sad? Yeah, a lot of people would shy away from deeply feeling their emotions, from fully feeling their emotions. And unless we can feel what's hurting us, we cannot transform it. And I was one of those who suppressed her emotions. And just to give you a little bit of my background, when I got divorced 19 years ago, yeah, it's been 19 years ago, um, I I had to put on a mask. I I didn't have time to process my feelings and emotions. I didn't have time to break down because I have a newborn and a 2-year old looking up to me to be strong. And I was alone here or in Minneapolis where I was at that time. I was alone and unsupported. My mom and siblings are here where I am now in Vancouver. So I covered it up, covered it up, covered it up, covered it up many years, for many years. I was wearing this mask that I'm Superwoman, that I'm strong and invincible. And I was. But the thing was, I neglected taking care of myself emotionally. I neglected letting those emotions out or checking in with myself. Hey, are you okay? How are you doing? No. The time I discovered myself, I was depleted. I was exhausted. I had zero energy, which led to the depression, which the depression led to spiritual awakening. It was the gift underneath the sadness. So don't be afraid to fully process whatever the feeling is in front of you. There's always a gift. It may look dark, it may look light, it may look joyful, it may look sad. Just be fully present with it. Just don't judge it. Allow it to fully come out and be processed so that it's not stored any longer in the body. There's nothing to be afraid of. I I don't know about you. I had an excuse. I couldn't deal with it, you know. But then it bit me big time in the you know what behind it. Yeah, it took me by surprise. And all of a sudden I was this, you know, this woman I couldn't recognize anymore. I had built such a big wall and such barbed wire around my heart that I forgot to let love in. I wasn't even sure if I was loving anybody at all. I was just too caught up in the survival, in the coping mechanism. And then later on, that coping mechanism turned into defensiveness because I was already starting to feel really bad about myself, really beating myself up because I couldn't recognize myself anymore. I was starting to hate myself. The self-loathing turned into self-doubt, and self-doubt turned into depression. And that was just a spiral of emotion that I didn't know how to deal with anymore because I didn't know how. We all received messages at some point. If you cry, I'll give you something to cry about. right? That crying, releasing sadness is somehow a bad thing, that it's a sign of weakness. And it's not. It's not. So the word that's coming up for me actually, because you know what we're doing here? Believe it or not, and it's your choice. I'm just here to share with you what I know from my experience. What I've been sharing with you for the past 9 days is the key, the doorway to emotional freedom. And that's not it, not just emotional freedom. So the word for today is freedom. It brings freedom, opens up freedom, freedom to financial abundance. Yeah. When you are vibrationally aligned with abundance, you attract more wealth into your life. Freedom from physical ailment, yeah, discomfort. When you're vibrationally aligned, when you're aligned with your truth, you feel better. Your immune system strong. And freedom from spiritual blocks. That self-worth is infused in you. You feel worthy. So just kind of feel that word freedom. If you were free to process your emotion and not judge it and not suppress it and just be with it. And we've been doing this all series long. Not judge the experience, just allow it, be present with it. Because underneath it, there's the presence. There's the presence. I just want you to be present with the presence. And that presence is waiting to be unveiled with all these processes that we've been doing. So it's all getting clearer what we're doing here for 12 days of Christmas. And it's all gifting you back to you. I'll see you tomorrow for day 10.